In addition to the playoffs this weekend for the club teams, we are also running our player development program. It is a feeder program to the U.S. Club Soccer ID2 national program. The kids here this week have been invited based on their league play, recommended by their coaches and other coaches within the league, and they are showcased here in front of U.S. Soccer coaches, ID2 coaches staff, and it's a platform for them to be exposed at little or no cost to them based on their play throughout the season. And it's basically an evaluation at a key stage in their development to allow coaches to help encourage them with their skill sets and continue their player development. From a U.S. Club standpoint, we are helping to facilitate a broader exposure of these kids to the U.S. Soccer staff coaches, and ultimately some of these kids may be included into the ID2 national team as well as the U.S. Soccer U14 national team pool.
Most importantly, it's a tight space with technical. See their technical ability. Are they able to play in tight space and under pressure? And if they're able to figure out the game in terms of the speed of play. And they're looking to find the ball. They're not scared to be under pressure. You know, do they have the composure to be calm and clean under pressure? That's the most important thing. And the people that want the ball.
When you see top-level players playing with other top-level kids, I like to see who's going to rise above and actually go to that next level. I think a lot of these kids are coming from clubs where they're the best, you know, one of the best 2 or 3 players on their team. Out here, everyone's a big-time player in their own right. So what you like to see is within this environment, who is going to rise above and who's going to stand out even in this environment. You know, I think out here, because everyone is so talented and gifted in their own right, I think that, you know, you're not getting away with a lot of bad touches, playing soft passes. I think they're really getting that culture that they're expecting perfection from themselves every time they receive the ball. Off the ball, everything that they're doing, they have to be at their best in order to compete out here. So we just really want to bring that level of competitiveness and that level of expectation back to their own clubs.
My main role in being at this event is scouting for youth national teams. And this group in particular is the age group for our upcoming U14 boys national team pool. And throughout the course of the next 12 months, we'll be bringing 99s into national team camp to view them. And before we bring them in, we scout them. In events like this, U.S. Club's PDP program is a good way for us to see a different pool of kids that we don't see on a normal basis.
Everything we did in the drills was in a much smaller space, so you couldn't really get a sense of a player's athletic ability or how quick they are getting up and down the sideline. So opening it up into an 11v11 game where the kids have space to play on the ball, you really got to see that, one, some of these kids have big-time speed as young as they are, and then two, you really saw their technical ability when they have a little bit more space to be creative and see their ideas of how to get forward. So I just think seeing their athletic ability and seeing how creative they are, it didn't really show up as much this morning, but in an 11v11 game you definitely saw it.
When you're watching these kids, what exactly are you looking for specifically?
At this age, you have such a variation of physical size because they're so young. Most are far from physical maturity, so it's a lot about technical level. Even their tactical brains aren't going to be too advanced, so just concentrate a lot on technique and how fluid they are when they play, how comfortable they are with the ball. And it gives us a good base to analyze guys around the country and then keep evaluating them as they grow.